Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video, we are wrapping up the sixth section of my civic engagement curriculum on mobilization by talking about the 17th topic on running for public office. Running for public office is not just about being on the ballot. It is about making the choice to step up, represent your community, and advocate for the changes you believe in. It is showing your community that you will be their voice in government and ensure legislation is passed to help the community. When I was the deputy campaign manager for one congressional campaign and a constituency organizer for another congressional campaign, those experiences taught me that running for public office requires careful preparation, discipline, and professionalism, and the support of a team. I will use my experience and knowledge to give you an overview on running for office in terms of understanding what you should think about before declaring your candidacy for public office and what you should do as a political candidate. The first step in this journey is asking yourself a simple but serious question. Why do you want to run for public office? Running for office is not something you just decide to do. It is demanding because it will stretch your time, energy, resources, and even relationships. But it can be one of the most powerful ways to create lasting change. Assess your motivations. Are you trying to solve a specific community issue? Do you want to represent people whose voices are not being heard? Or perhaps you have been involved in grassroots organizing and campaigning and you are ready to move into formal governance. Whatever reasons you have, be clear about it because voters will ask you this question all the time, and your campaign message will need to return to that why again and again. You want to evaluate the public office position itself. What role are you considering? Is it a local city council seat, a school board position, state legislature, or something else? Each level of office comes with different responsibilities and demands. Make sure the position aligns with your skills, passions, and the issues you care about. Lastly, think about if you are willing to put in the time and resources to run for office and if you believe you can win. If you do not believe in yourself that you can win, then voters will have a hard time believing in you. It is about your confidence and exerting it to everyone in your community that they should invest their vote in you. Once you have decided to run for office, it is time to plan your campaign. And campaign is not just about showing up and speaking at events. It is an organized effort with many moving pieces. Your campaign plan should outline your vision, your goals, and your strategy. This includes message development. What is your core message? What do you want voters to remember when they hear your name? Research. Learn the demographics of your district, voter turnout history, and the issues that matter most to them. Budgeting and financing. Campaigns cost money, from lawn signs to advertisements. You need a clear sense of your fundraising capacity and your spending plan. Timeline. Elections have deadlines, such as filing dates, petitioning, debates, early voting, election day, etc. Create a timeline so nothing unexpectedly sneaks up on you. The more detailed your plan is, the stronger your foundation will be when things get tough, as they inevitably will. When you run for office, you are not doing it alone. At least you should not feel like you are alone. Behind every successful campaign is a campaign crew, such as paid staff, volunteers, and supporters, who keep things moving. Some key staff roles campaigns can hire are a campaign manager, communications director, finance director, field director, scheduler, and much more. Keep in mind that not every campaign will have the budget for a large staff, or a candidate can run a smaller race that does not require so many staff. For example, at the local level, volunteers often fill multiple roles. What matters most is that you have people you can trust who can take on the responsibility and let you focus on being the candidate. Speaking of volunteers, volunteers are the lifeblood of a campaign. They knock on doors, make phone calls, set up events, and keep the energy alive. Treat them with respect and gratitude, and recognize their contributions to ensure they feel appreciated. Without them, your campaign will not have the reach it needs. Now let's talk about one of the most important parts of campaigning, reaching out to voters. There are many ways to do this, and most campaigns use a combination of methods. Canvassing. This is where you knock on doors and talk face to face with voters. Phone banking. This is where you call voters to introduce yourself, answer questions, and remind them to vote. Lawn signs. These help increase name recognition by making people aware you are a political candidate for a specific public office. Digital media. This includes social media platforms, campaign websites, email lists, etc. Traditional media. This includes local newspapers, radio stations, and television. Advertisements. These are paid ads, digital or physical, that help you reach specific audiences. The goal is not just visibility, but also establishing a connection with your community. Every outreach method should point back to your message and your relationship with the community. When it comes to presenting yourself as a candidate, voters are not just evaluating your policies, but also you as a person. That means professionalism matters in how you dress, eat, and handle stress, since all of that gets noticed by people. You want to look disciplined, stay healthy, and project confidence. Consistency in your appearance and style helps you seem authentic and trustworthy. You need to focus on your race. Other campaigns could ask you for your help, but you need to set boundaries and prioritize your election. Stretching yourself too thin can add more stress for yourself. Professionalism also includes manners and hygiene. Do not chew with your mouth open at events. Do not constantly fidget, and avoid alcohol or smoking while campaigning. Voters are watching to see if you can handle the heat of being in public office. As a candidate, your approach will vary depending on whether you are an outsider, meaning that you're not currently in office, or an insider, meaning you are an incumbent currently in office. If you're an outsider, you will need to build legitimacy. You may be well known in the community, but you will still have to prove why people should replace the incumbent with you. That means doing your research, presenting strong reasons for change, and offering concrete solutions, not just criticism. If you're an insider, your job is to demonstrate why you should stay in the public office position. Highlight your voting record, your successful projects, and the ways you have secured resources for the community. Also, share your vision for the future so voters know you still have fresh ideas. If the overall quality of the community is not doing well, there could be enough voters willing to have a new person become their elected official as a way to change the direction of the community. Running for public office involves a lot of public speaking. Your ability to communicate well can make or break your campaign. With the press, remember to control your body language by standing confidently, avoiding nervous fidgeting, and keeping your answers concise and focused. Stick to your core values and do not wander off topic. Stay positive and be careful with off-the-record comments because they rarely stay private. In debates, your goal is not to endlessly attack your opponent. It is to show voters the differences between you and your opponents. So focus on why your ideas are better. Select the issues you want to primarily focus on. Prepare your arguments and practice with mock debates. Be ready for negative questions and criticism. Do not get defensive, but instead use them as an opportunity to show calmness under pressure. When you get those negative questions and criticism, you can deny them, explain the context, admit and apologize, or counterattack. Just do not ignore it because the silence can make you look suspicious to the voters. Keep in mind when you do criticize your opponents, be strategic with them by criticizing them when it matters and is relevant, not at every opportunity. Stick to the issues and not personal drama. The way you conduct yourself in public speaking settings reflects your leadership style. Outside of debates, you will face other criticisms that are sometimes fair and unfair. Either way, share your past with your team so they can help you prepare your responses and wisely respond to them at the right time. Avoid calling out an opponent's family or private life because it is irrelevant and rude. Also, avoid dishonesty because it will backfire and make you look untrustworthy. Show that you can take criticism without crumbling and that you can respond without losing your integrity. The last thing you will do in your campaign is wrapping it up. As election day approaches, start preparing for the end, win or lose. Plan an election night celebration to thank your volunteers, staff, and supporters. Show gratitude before the results come in. not just after. If you win, celebrate humbly. If you lose, exit with dignity by not blaming your team or anyone else. Instead, thank them sincerely and acknowledge what you have learned and gained from the experience. Always make a concession call if you lose and accept one graciously from your opponent if you win. Respect from opponents matters for future relationships. Finally, close down your campaign operations responsibly by taking down campaign signs, closing down campaign offices, paying all the bills, completing financial reports, and closing your accounts. Running for public office is not just about one election. It is about building your presence, your reputation, and your ongoing role in civic life. It is a lot of work, but it is also an incredible opportunity to serve your community and be part of shaping its future. In addition, it shows people there is someone willing to be their voice in the government. This concludes the 6th section on mobilization. In the next video, we will begin the 7th section on self-care and self-worth, which is important for taking care of yourself and thinking highly of yourself as you civically engage in society. The next video will start with the 18th topic on handling imposter syndrome. Until then, please like this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and turn on the post notifications so you will be notified when I post my next video. I appreciate your support. Remember, you are powerful, you are capable, and you are the changemaker our society needs. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you soon.